Done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live from Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, August 25th. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We're going to kick off the week strong. We're ready for this week. Later on today in the podcast broadcast, we're going to have an upcoming band called Sleep Theory in studio. Very excited to meet these guys in person. Lead singer has amazing pipes on him. There'll be an in-studio performance and a whole lot more. We'll play some games, get to know the boys before they open up for who?
Set it off. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. At the Rialto tonight.
That's a nice little sound drop here I could use. Yeah. All right, pull your pants up and let's do this. Sleep Theory is going to be in before they open up for the band that Weirdo just mentioned that wasn't even listening. And we got listener bait galore. So this is what we're giving away this week. I have 3 different items that we're giving away. First and foremost, a Saving Abel at the Rialto Theater on November 22nd.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away tickets for that show. I'm excited about that. Also, for you MMA fans out there, we got tickets for the World Fighting Championship. Did you give those out yesterday?
Yeah, we had text to win this weekend.
Good, yeah. So that's November 11th at Casino del Sol's Ava Amphitheater. That's going to be great. Just for the atmosphere alone, right there at Ava. And of course, it's November 11th. So, like the weather's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a beautiful night to watch people get their face pummeled in. Mm-hmm. And if that wasn't enough, I got more.
Yes.
Puddle of Mud, Rialto Theater,
nice.
September 3rd. So, which is right around the corner. Our boys Held Out going to be opening up that show. So 5 days away for Puddle of Mud. And you can get those tickets, or 6 days away because 31st.
It's Sunday.
Yeah. You'll be able to get your first opportunity to win those tickets here in the 6 o'clock hour. So just keep listening for that. And that's the listener bait for this week. And that's just to start things off. So we're excited about this week. Got a lot of things going on. Of course, over the weekend, I do have to mention that we lost an icon. Yes, the legendary Bob Barker passed away at the age of 99 years old. What a fantastic run.
Right. Let's say so many years.
Yeah. Now, of course, him, passing away at the age of 99 led to many hacky jokes being told over and over and over again. And that joke was Bob Barker he got closest to a dollar without going over, right? That was the go-to joke that you saw your not-so-funny friends post on social media, along with a picture of Bob Barker. Of course, Bob had a legendary career. He was one of the all-time greatest MCs, just hosting a game. He was iconic with his mic choices, that long, skinny mic. In fact, Drew Carey, when he took over The Price is Right, they were going to move on from that very classic microphone that Bob Barker used to use. But Drew was such a stan that he was like, no, I want to use that mic. It's not Price is Right if I don't have like a 14-inch straw with a little lapel at the end, right. So he uses that style of mic to this very day. And Bob Barker hosted the show, from 72. He joined the revival of, Barker spent a decade in radio. Nice. Mm-hmm. Before being named the host of a game show, Truth or Consequences, in 1956. He stayed until 1975, but in 1972, he also joined a revival of The Price is Right. That's how long this show's been running, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he hosted that one until he retired in 2007. And of course, I think, entire generation is not going to associate Bob Barker with Price is Right at all, but of course, associate him with the classic Adam Sandler film, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
To which I have this little clip to share with you.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar.
You better relax, Bob.
There is no way that you could have been as bad at hockey as you are at golf.
All right, let's go.
Oh! You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh!
The price is wrong, bitch.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough, bitch.
Hearing like an 80-something-year-old Bob Barker call Adam Sandler a bitch is timeless, and it's something that you'll be able to watch with your great grandkids if you live as long as Bob Barker. So of course, he a huge legacy. Peter remembered Barker as, quote, one of the first stars to go vegetarian more than 30 years ago, who urged families to stay away from SeaWorld and demanded the closure of cruel bear pits masquerading as tourist attractions. So he was an animal activist through and through. Of course, at the end of every show, he reminded you to cut off your dog's testicles. And to which maybe he wasn't the dog's favorite game show host, but, he helped the procreation of lots of mutts out there. So we'll miss you, Bob Barker. All right, let's get this show moving right off the bat. We got your morning moron coming up after Giovanni and the Hired Guns. We'll kick things off with a little STP. It's Plush on Rock 102.1 KFMA. But you know the name of the show. Let's go. And I'll just pause that right there. Ooh, that's how I'm doing that. All right, so welcome, everybody. We're live on the podcast broadcast. Now, that whole file I pulled up with our show open is a whole file that I'm going to title the shit you heard on the radio for this for today's episode, which is good. We're waiting for Sleep Theory to be in studio. I'm waiting for Razor to call me back because we booked this out like 2 months ago. So I'm hoping that they recalled everything's good and they're currently on their way, and there isn't no miscommunication, because I have this whole next podcast, this whole hour dedicated to getting to know the boys in Sleep Theory and getting ready for a live in studio performance. So that's some of the stuff that we have geared up, and then if not, we have some backup content for sure, and kind of getting things going, playing some skill on the air. Still got the TMI top 5, so we'll figure it out. And I just want to say that this cracked me up, and it cracked Weird up too. So
I'm so mean.
I know. Yeah, just like, holy shit, I serve for Bob Barker in a retirement home I work in, and Weirdo's like, not anymore, Andrew. It's not the same Bob Barker.
You're gonna go in today and be real sad, Andrew. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. So. No, that Bob Barker's probably still alive. I'm sure it was a pretty common name. Bob for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And Barker seems like a pretty classic American name. Yeah. But yeah, that was our show open, and it would be cool if Sleep Theory does get in here pretty soon, because the lead singer's voice is amazing.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, and I think that will translate over the air very well. And that's just the beginning, because we should have other bands scheduled to come in if I don't get chick canned. I'm currently beefing with Mac over BS because he just discovered that I haven't been playing AC/DC for a year. And that year coincides with the rise of ratings from last place to first place, but all of a sudden it's a problem. I need to go back to doing what I was doing when I wasn't getting good ratings, and that I can't stand for. So, like the saying, and I have to have this discussion. I probably have a meeting after work today, which I'm not looking forward to, and I'm really pissed off. And the fact that I even have this beef going on at the first thing in the morning infuriated me. You guys have been around from day one, so you know that we've been through this again. And the thing is, it's my fault. I created this monster because I jokingly said I could do whatever I want. And he overheard this. Somebody fucking ran in, because I forgot we live in at a company where everyone is a little tattletale. Somebody ran and said this, and of course, then he's flexing on me. And it's unfortunate because he's picking the wrong battle, because I'm telling him, dude, I'm like, if you do this and continue to make an issue of this, it's going to bring us both down. You're going to get rid of me, and then the station's going to bomb again, and then they're going to get rid of you. Yes, good. They're here. So we're going to get situated with Sleep Theory. Sleep Theory is in studio, Weirdo.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got word that they just pulled into the green room. So I'm going to get them situated. We're going to be hanging out with the band and get a live performance and let you know all about this band, plus play their lead single and why you should be excited to see them tonight at 191 Tool. And we're going to do that after we get to know Avatar. No, after I play Avatar's The Dirt I'm Buried In. This is my favorite new song on the station right now. So let's turn it up. Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right. So with that said, yeah, okay. Bitch, moan, blah, blah, blah. Got that out of the way. Let's meet our friends, and we're going to do that here in just a moment. So stick around. that sometimes I'll come across so many different fun things that I want to share with you. I get so excited, and I just got to figure out like how to spread it out as opposed to just rambling for 30 minutes. Be like, guys, did you hear about this? What about this? You want to know about that? Oh my God, we have so much to cover. But of course, to kick things off on your Monday morning, let's celebrate the dumbest person of the day in your morning moron. Now, last week I talked about after the Incubus show, I rented one of those scooters and rode it back to my car, which was super fun.
Yeah.
But, the thought process in my head was I didn't want to end up being somebody that I make fun of on the radio and get like a Dewey on one of those scooters. Now, I wasn't drunk, full disclosure, I didn't really even have a buzz, but I definitely had alcohol in my breath, right? So it was possible. And I was riding erratically, but at least I wasn't like this guy. Today's morning moron is a dude that, now I've seen stories like this before. He's a 51-year-old man named John McKee. Now, he is the latest to join a very elite club. That club is people who've gotten DUIs on children toys.
What?
Yeah, well, more specifically, the Power Wheel, right?
Oh.
Now, initially, when you see a story or hear a story about this, you think, okay, a guy's like at a barbecue, drinking with some friends, riding a Power Wheel on the driveway, must have went into the street a little bit, cops right there, beep.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. No, of course not. Not with Morning Moron.
No.
Now, John lives in Indiana, and the other day, he was driving under the influence, and the cop pulled him over around 9 p.m., on a Wednesday night. Again, he's wasted at 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night, driving down the street in a Power Wheel.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, they haven't released a photo of it, but it was a Power Wheel Jeep. And that's the kind that you would probably get when you were like 5. The fact that he was able to even get this thing moving is impressive. But also, what makes John so stupid is that thing can't go that fast. I mean, you got to be able to outpace it just by walking, right? But
Yeah.
he was drunk, and he's like, I don't want to walk. I want to cruise in style.
I mean, I'm assuming this guy, I don't know, 51, maybe weighs like 185, 190.
No, he's a little skinny. I'll show you a mugshot.
Did he soup up the Power Wheel beforehand?
First off, there's no way that this is his or his kids' Power Wheel. I doubt he even has kids. So the cop noted the Power Wheel was hard to see because it didn't have any lights or reflectors. Because it's not street legal. It's a Power Wheel.
Yeah.
Now, he got arrested after he failed the sobriety test, so that's how wasted he was. And they tested him at the hospital. He also had, surprise, surprise, meth in his system.
Really? Who would have thunk?
Yeah. Now, as far as we're going to have more questions and answers about John McKee in Indiana getting a DUI. That's his mugshot. Definitely looking wasted and methed out. The fact that he's all gacked out of his mind, still can't pass the sobriety test. It just means that he drank way too much, probably straight Everclear. Anyways, he's facing charges for, get this, operating a vehicle while intoxicated. So if it has wheels, it can still be dubbed a vehicle.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Let me get my podcast broadcast stream all situated and introduce the guest we're very excited to welcome to the studio for the very first time. And I wonder if it's even making your way through Arizona for the very first time. And I'm assuming possibly so. We got Sleep Theory in the building. We got lead singer Cullen. Good morning, Cullen.
What's going on? Good morning.
And then we also have Daniel and, Polo. How do you say his name? Paolo?
He's not here.
Yeah, he's not here.
Yeah.
He's out in LA. And then Ben. So Daniel and Ben, who are brothers, who I thought were twins. And I was like, look at you, got twins in your band. Yes. And you guys are from Memphis?
Yes.
Yeah. So in that general area. So we have a lot of catching up to do. And now, first and foremost, congratulations. You guys are on tour right now.
Thank you.
Generating buzz, blowing up on like Spotify and Pandora. And you were featured. What was the feature on Pandora?
They have a program called the Artist Accelerator Program. You guys are the first rock band, so you're part of this first class of this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's crazy about it, and what I like about your sound is it's a blend of all these like great different genres. Of course, you got the metal, but then you have like R&B, gospel. Now, Cullen, when did you start singing at an early age in like gospel groups, church, anything like that?
I just woke up into consciousness. No, seriously, like the first memory that I really have was me singing Bobby Brown with my dad in our 2-bedroom apartment. And I was jumping off the couch. And then you know how consciousness goes, like you're there for a minute and then you're gone. You know, then you wake up in a consciousness another time. But yeah, like that's how it was. I was singing Bobby Brown with my dad, and then here I am.
And just hitting those notes. Yeah. Now, and so was it easy for you to be able to hit notes before you even knew which notes you were hitting?
Yeah. It's just singing in the car with my dad when we go. So like when he was in the army, we'd go to his drill, and then, you know, on the car rides there, he would be singing, I'd be singing. So it just, I guess it was teaching me in the moment, you know, to do these things that I guess I didn't know I could do, but I was just doing them.
Now, was he a singer or was your mom a singer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically ingrained in your DNA.
Yeah, my dad was a singer. My grandma was a singer. My uncle, he sings. My aunt sings. My other uncle sings, and I got some family. Everybody sings.
Yeah. Oh, nice. And I can tell you're a little raspy today. So you've been on like tour and stuff.
Yeah, and then we just woke up. So
you're warming up the pipes and all that.
Yeah.
And you guys are a young crew, right? What's the average age of everybody?
So I'm 22.
All right, and that's Ben.
Yes.
Nice.
And then I'm 25.
Daniel. All right, so you're the older brother.
Yeah, I'm the older 3 years.
Oh, yeah, look at you, but you got the baby face, man.
I do. Usually when we play shows, everybody comes up to me and is like, dude, there's no way. You're way too young. Like, you're out 15, you gotta be. They're like, you gotta be like 18, dude. Like I'm 25, man.
Yeah, so when you're out doing clubs, do people slap beers out of your hand?
Man,
like, no.
I get ID'd wherever I go, which I'm sure that'll serve me well in the long run.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, don't complain about it at all.
Yeah, I'm telling you for sure, man. When you're 40 and you look like you're 30, you'll be peaking
hard.
That's right. Yeah. Colin, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29.
I'm an old man. Paolo, he's 27. I think he is. So the average age is
25.
Almost.
Yeah, mid-20s.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we have a lot that we're going to be going down the rabbit hole with Sleep Theory on a podcast broadcast. And we're set to perform acoustically in studio as well, which I'm very excited about. You'll be able to break in our studio with some good performances. And so how long have you guys like been together as a band, and how did you guys meet each other?
Well, it was started off as a studio project with just myself and our producer, and from there on it was probably about like a year and a half ish, and then I ran into Paolo and I met at a birthday party.
Nice.
And he was singing, he picked up a guitar and he started playing acoustic. He was singing My Heart by Paramore. And I was like, hold on here, Bubba. I was like, listen here, guy. I was like, you got to come on to the studio with me and do some stuff. He was like, no, he's trying to be all humble. He's like, no, I'll just do photography for you for free and videography. I was like, Paolo. I was like, no. I was like, you need to be a part of this. I said, you're a musician. This dude can play drums. He can sing. He can play piano. He plays guitar. And whenever I asked him to be in a band, he didn't know how to play bass. I mean, playing guitar to bass is like a,
easier transition.
Transition. But he's like, I don't know. I was like, I peer pressured him.
Yeah.
I peer pressured him hard. And within that time frame, he was working one place, but then moved to another job. And that's where he met Ben, and I'll let Ben take it from there.
Yeah. So I met Paolo. He actually transferred from a different part in the company to our part. And I was training him in how to do it and all that. And somehow or another, we got on the topic of music. And he was like, yeah, man, me and my buddy, we're writing this rock music, He starts explaining it like a garage band,
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm already in a band.
It's an undersell. Yeah.
I'm already in a band with my friend. I'm like, I don't know about this, man. And then he shows me like a part of a little snippet of Another Way. I'm like, this is a little bit more than how you're explaining it.
Yeah.
If you know Paolo, he explains stuff
he's
like
gonna
that.
be a
He's
humble
like,
guy. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I went through the tryout process. It was probably like a 2 to 3 month
I'll
process.
tell you what, man. Just listening to you speak with that subtle accent and stuff is like, music to my soul. I'm just like, hey, go on, tell me more. All right, so we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Continue to get to know the guys in Sleep Theory, and then also going to gear up for a live in studio performance tonight. They're taking the stage at 191 Tool. We'll give you more information on that here in a little bit as well. Plus, our single song takeover today is going to be the single "Numb" by Sleep Theory. Stick around. You'll be able to hear that in just a moment. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. So now we're just on the podcast part. And so we're going, yeah. So that's and then was Ben and Daniel. Daniel, I'm just seeing your man gut there. So, there you go. Yeah, Daniel got a face too.
Like
Yeah. Get down so we can see your face a little bit. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, look at that baby face.
Yeah. See? Yeah, see, they look like twins, but so the younger
should
one.
I scoot over here?
Yeah, scoot over
there
there.
we go.
And then the younger one actually has the soul patch. They got the little facial hair. Can you grow some facial hair?
It's
there
way
yet.
too patchy and just looks terrible. So
I don't know where this came
I
from.
keep the baby face.
Yeah. And you don't know where the soul patch came from?
No.
Did you fall asleep with your shoes on? Is that what happened? And then you woke up
You
with a
gotta
soul
keep them
patch?
separated somehow. There's gotta be some difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, genetics would not let the
Where you get it from?
Yeah. To be honest, as a brother and an older brother, do you look at that and be like, damn, that's a good looking soul patch. I wish I had that.
Do. You know what I do?
Yeah.
I do. I'm proud. I'm proud.
It's nice. So you were in a band and you were hesitant in joining another project, but once you heard Cullen's vocals and the songs, you're just like, holy shit. Okay, yeah, I gotta sign up on this. So is this your first national tour that you guys are on right now?
We went with Shinedown like a month ago.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so first off, you're doing venues in Memphis, building it up, part of the local music scene, right?
Mhm.
Then you get signed.
Well, actually, we only did like 2 shows in Memphis, and then we went on tour with Shinedown.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're talking like thrown in the deep end with cement shoes, right? And so what was that experience like, where you're going from performing basically in front of nobody to performing in Shinedown? Those are amphitheater tours, right?
Yeah. Well, we weren't in the amphitheaters, but they were pretty massive venues. And
what was the average size? Like you're talking about like 1,500 person venues?
It was like 2,000.
I would say, 2 to 5,000 cap.
Yeah.
It was like average in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's like it was easier for us to do that than it was like on the smaller stages. Like we were just kind of like
That makes sense.
It's just kind of like
Yeah, we called it the bubble effect. You get on stage and it's so big that the audience just seems so far. You're kind of like in your own bubble.
Yeah. So you're not, you can't get like, eye to eye, like face to, like you're not looking at people's faces while you're playing. If it's an intimate venue with like 50 people, then you could see what every person looks like.
Mhm.
If they're vibing or whatever.
Yeah,
Instead, you just see this sea of blur or whatever,
Well, I mean, is that, but I mean, like what was it? Not last night, but the night before, we played at the Echo in Dallas, and they were pretty close to us.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I guess after it just feels natural being up there, I guess, I don't get nervous about the
I
kind
think
of stuff.
Shinedown took out a lot of the nerves.
They
so
sure did.
I mean, as you guys, technically the term in the industry is baby band, up and coming and stuff. And you got the Shinedown's like an OG band. They've been around the block. They know some things. They've seen some things. So did they take you under your wing, their wing kind of, and give you some pointers, some tips and tricks?
Oh yeah. At the end of the tour, they definitely gave us the rundown. They're like, hey, look, we watched you guys, and from like the time that you guys, like the first show up until this last show, like you guys did great the first show, but the change that we saw you guys make within these last 2 weeks is like insane. But then they gave us like a whole bunch of like, what were some of the ones they gave you?
Well, I know the bass player talked to you a good bit.
Yeah, it was more like get sleep, obviously
work out.
get up, get a lot of sleep, make sure to work out, you want to stay
in
loose
good shape,
in good
Mhm.
shape, because as They're a little bit older than us.
Yeah, and it's a cardio sport, and also it's entertainment, so you have to always, try to look your best as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you like normal people can swing 10 pounds of bloat here and there, and it's not that big of a deal, but it's going to be noticeable through the lens of being on stage in the spotlight, for sure. And then you start getting Axl Rose references, and you don't want any of that.
Yeah, they since they're just a little bit older than us, they're like, work out now. Because we're telling you that once you get to this time, it's a lot easier for you to like still do the thing and whatnot. So, I mean, they gave us a lot of pointers, a lot of advice. They made it super comfortable. Like it was a great first tour for us to go on. And
sure, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Shut up. Rocket.
Besides just being with Shine, like, big name, but they treated us really well. They made us feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
They treated us with respect. We treated them with respect. It was a very, very comfortable environment.
No, I do love hearing that too, because obviously it would suck if they were kind of dicks or had an ego about them. You were going out on tour. This is a huge opportunity for them to be able to show you that kindness and respect and guidance in the way is amazing. And I'm sure again gives you that kind of knowledge and experience. Good, like going into everything else. So you went right from that Shinedown tour into this tour, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And then after this tour, you got another tour lined up, and they're just gonna keep you as road dogs for a while?
No tours lined up for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got a few shows here and there, but no more tours until next year.
Yeah, now you have was it 3 songs released right now? Something like that?
Yeah.
Is there a game plan to release? Are you releasing just single by single, doing the whole Spotify type of model, or do you have an album that you're working towards releasing?
The EP comes out on September 29th.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay.
So just exactly a month. Let's say, just in a month.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's 3 more songs. So you got 6 songs on the EP.
Yeah, it's a 6-song EP.
Okay, nice.
Yes, sir.
And you've been sitting on those for a little bit. Like, so did you make those before you met the rest of the band? And then,
oh no. So let me see. It was around. Let me see. It's Over, which is on the EP.
Mm-hmm.
It was written, but our producer really helped us with that one. Like that was a song that he was just like, I've been sitting on this for a while.
Nice.
Like I would really love you guys to bring this to life. And so like, that's what we did with that one. Fallout, we co-writ with Dave. Enough, we co-writ with Dave. And co-wrote. I keep on saying co-writ.
Yeah.
Co-wrote. And all those other songs on co-wrote. Co-written, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So which song are you most excited for people to hear?
Truthfully, it's over.
Over.
It's over.
It's over. Yeah.
Quite truthfully,
it's the
honestly.
most emotional, best live song we have. So far.
That song was really fun to work on because it's the one song that all 4 of us are on.
Yeah.
Like completely and like vocally. Like even Ben.
Oh, good. So you guys all harmonize on that?
Yeah.
I call that vocal Voltron. When every member of the band kind of lines up on the vocals to harmonize, and it's like kind of a superpower of a voice. And there's so much like power in the voice and like melody that when it's done right, that's the goosebumps people get. Right. That's the energy that they feel and connect. So that's cool. Do you normally sing backup at all, or do they have to like coax you to find the pitch?
So right now we're still trying to figure out how to do drums and vocals live.
Okay.
But as far as like back vocal filler stuff, angelic stuff, like I do a little bit of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's really cool being in a band where everybody
can sing. Yeah.
And it's not even just like, he can hold a note. Like, no, everyone can sing.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like everybody is very talented in singing. It's just cool.
Well, on your single Numb, I was listening to it yesterday, and because right now it seems to be this like metalcore push right now of cleans and uncleans.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also do the uncleans?
No.
Who is that?
We featured our friend Tim Spencer on the song. Now, that's the thing that was confusing in the beginning. Everybody was like, so there's 2 singers, 3 singers, a screamer, and a lead. Like, what's going on?
Right.
Well, on YouTube, we couldn't. It couldn't be put in there as featuring because the DSPs and yada yada. I don't understand tagging and whatnot, but it was a feature.
Yeah.
And he did the screams on that. Now, when we're doing them live, Daniel screams, and on the other songs.
Oh,
Daniel
okay.
screams.
Oh yeah, you got Wicked Scream.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
So were you in metal bands growing up? Anything like that? Or
I
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I was in a couple metal bands growing up, all through high school, middle school. Yeah.
Now,
Just
I mean,
showing up at the bars and the metalheads being like, who is this 12-year-old? Like, what is happening?
He sounds like Satan. Yeah.
But the face of an angel.
Yes. We're live Rock 102.1 KFMA hanging out with Sleep Theory, who's performing at 191 Tool tonight. And I want to get you guys amped for this. We're stoked to have these guys in here. We're going to do a live in studio performance. Before we get into all that, we'd like to reintroduce to you Sleep Theory through the power of their single Numb. Now, this single has a feature on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the name of the feature, the guy who's doing the heavy vocals is?
Tim Spencer. He actually does the screams, and he sings the second verse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know Tim for a way back?
Yeah. He's a friend of ours back from Memphis.
Excellent.
Back in Memphis, yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's get right into it. Our single song takeover today is Sleep Theory. This song's called Numb on Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, we're going to see as I play that there. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to crank this through the speakers. We're going to come back with also a live performance video, and then we're going to get ready for the live performance. All that more is coming up here on the podcast broadcast, and we'll continue. Earlier this morning, we got into this story. Went a little something like this. The punishment could be stiffer than usual.
Segue.
Segue. Previous conviction for it, too. So in a real car. And then he graduated to toys. A drink with my buddy's wife. And then on the way back, my buddy's wife like links arms, like trying to hold hands with me, right? And,
wow.
Yeah, in a very friendly-ish way, but of course I'm weirded out.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, no, don't worry. Like, you know, he's cool. He gets it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so in my mind, I'm like, are you poly or are you swinger? Now, here's a fun fact. Like, Weirdo's polyamorous, right? She's in a polycube. Before that was a term, essentially poly people were just considered swingers. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Swingers are open.
Yeah, swingers are open. So are poly people to a certain extent. So how do you know and recognize somebody who might be a swinger or poly? I got a list that might be ridiculous. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I want to hear this.
This is how you can recognize if someone may be a swinger or polyamorous. And of course, you know, they got the stereotypical things like the pineapple, using a pineapple as decoration. And if it's upside down is a common way to let people, know that you're swinger. Now, at the Incubus show, I wore a shirt that had a pineapple on it.
With rainbows, and my girlfriend pointed it out.
So, yeah, what was my shirt signifying? I don't know. I just thought it looked dope. What did it signify?
I think it signified that you might be down.
All right. Well, maybe. Okay. Full disclosure, the scenario I was giving you was the Incubus night, right? So maybe it was my shirt saying something, put me in a situation where like, I don't know. But trust me, as open and crazy as I come off, I am actually very reserved. And when put in situations like that, I can turn into the most nervous nerd you've ever even come across, right? So, anyways, all right. Here's a list of ways that you could spot swingers, because whether it's a piece of jewelry or being pushed around the grocery store in a cart, or even on the front porch to let someone know there's a party in session, those in the lifestyle have a code to let other swingers know that they're up for getting down. And the code isn't limited to a pineapple. So here are some other ways, okay? And let me know if you've heard of any of these, okay? First one, a black ring on someone's right hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I know that there's people with multiple partners and they'll wear rings on their right hand, but I didn't know that it was specifically a black ring.
Yeah. I don't know what this signifies, but yeah, apparently that's a sign someone might be a swinger. So, all right. Having garden pampas, grass outside your home.
I've heard flamingos recently is kind of now a thing for swingers and poly people, having those like lawn decorations of flamingos.
So
do you grass?
Do you have to be tacky to be a swinger, or do you have 2.1 KFMA? There you go. That was Sleep Theory with Numb, a song you could hear live tonight at 191 Tool. Sleep Theory is our guest on the podcast broadcast, and we're going to get ready for some live in-studio performances, too, and I'm stoked. Are you guys ready for some live in-studio performances?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So do you usually write these songs acoustically and then just basically amp them up, or what's the structure like?
We all get into the studio. We start off at the beginning of the week and what are we feeling?
Yeah.
And we're like, let's figure it out. And then we just get in there, we start throwing ideas around, and sometimes it starts acoustically, sometimes it doesn't. So it just depends, it's all about the mood. Like we get in there, we always say, if we're not having a good mood, if we're not having a good time,
right,
then it's just like the process isn't gonna, the song isn't gonna. We have one song that we got in the studio, and that studio week was rough.
Yeah.
And that song is a song that at first I never wanted released. And now it's being like picked at again. And it's still in that stage of like, I don't know. It's still like, it just goes to show if you're going there and you're not having a good time, if there are things that are like causing stress, it messes with the formula,
Yeah, you're gonna capture that energy. Yeah, I get it. All right. Well, now I got you guys in the studio. There's a little something I like to do while I'm here. I like to play games, so I want to play a game. Okay. So this is the game. This is how we're going to do it. And we're going to see who's the champion of the last word. That's what we like to play here on the show.
And whoever loses is out of the band. So it's high stakes.
That's not true. All right. So, yeah. All right. So this is a verbal.
Apollo ain't here.
Later.
This is a verbal hot potato game. Okay. So we'll start off with two people, right? So we'll do Cullen and Ben. You got 30-second round. I'm going to give you a category. You're going to give an answer, Cullen. Ben, you're going to give an answer back. You guys can't repeat each other's answers. Whoever gets the last acceptable answer in before 30 seconds runs out wins the round and gets to move on to Daniel. Okay?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try this out right now. Here we go. So we're going to start off super simple. Okay? You guys been touring all over the nation and stuff, right? You got, how many gigs you think you got under your belt now? The Shine Down, how many dates was that?
13.
13, that's good. All right, because I got 30 seconds on the clock. Give me the name of a venue you played with Shinedown.
The Sylvie.
All right. You got the first one? All right.
The Epic Center.
Epic Center, okay.
Oh, we're going again?
Yeah.
Freak. Dang it.
That's one. You only got one. Give me another one.
It's all you.
Freaking,
I got like two, bro.
The freaking place. That's the place.
The freaking place is not a venue.
Take your time, man.
The place.
Take your time.
The place
We're
with
running out
the
of time.
Has a stage.
You did
and
the
light.
first one? Looks like
man.
Ben on the round to help him out, Ben. What was he going to say? What's the freaking place he was thinking
I
about?
was gonna say the Fargo, North Dakota show.
That's not. That's
But
not the
yeah,
it's a
venue.
festival show. It's not like an actual venue, right?
Right. Well, what's the name of the venue? Well, what was another venue you're going to mention?
Oh boy.
View Casino.
Falls
Resort.
View Casino.
No, you
Resort.
can't use that. He just told you.
Yeah.
See, we're equally
Listen,
stupid.
He technically got the last word though, Cullen. So we're gonna have to move it on. Daniel, take his microphone away right now, and then you jump in there. Here we go. It's a battle between brothers. Cullen, just choked under the pressure. It happens to the best of us.
He didn't even get an answer.
It feels good. Feels good.
He gave the last answer. He gave the last answer. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. And let's see if Daniel gets stumped. And I feel like you would in this situation, just based off of appearance. Okay. But it's wrong because you're 25 years old. You're a man. You've been around the bar scene quite some time. So you might even know some of these answers. Starting off with you, Daniel. 30 seconds on the clock will begin. Name a type of beer, like a brand name beer, and go.
Let's do Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. All right.
All right. What is happening right now? Ghost River.
Ghost River's a beer?
Yes, it's a Memphis
It's a local
brewed.
beer.
Okay,
Does that
fine.
count?
Fine.
All right, Budweiser.
Yeah,
Shot
Budweiser.
top. Shot top.
Shock top. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Okay. Ben.
Do you say Miller?
Yes, he did.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
Now you got dethroned. It's as simple as that. Cullen, you want to try to get one more shot
Yeah,
against?
let's go.
It's Cullen versus Daniel in the last
Yeah.
word. Now you're not gonna get stumped this time, right?
No, I
No,
don't think
he's
so.
awake. He's good
Okay.
to go.
I don't think so.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, ooh.
All right. Talk music. Obviously you've been on the road with Shinedown. You're currently on tour with who you playing with tonight?
Set it off.
Set it off, yeah. So with that in mind, Cullen, you'll start. 30 seconds on the clock. Give me the name of a national band and go.
Falling in reverse.
Falling in reverse.
A Day to Remember.
Okay.
Shine down.
Shinedown, yeah.
Under Oath.
Okay.
Set it off.
Yep. Come on, Daniel.
Why did everything leave my mind? Sleep Theory.
Okay.
Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
Sleep Token.
Okay.
Asking Alexandria.
Bad Omens.
Red Light King.
Red Light King, yeah.
Okay. Set It Off.
Chevelle.
You can't say Set It Off, but Set It Off already was sad. And I'm going to put Cullen on blast right now. I saw those eyes. He was smart enough to look around the room. And we have posters all over the room that says nothing but band. So
and most of them are still touring.
Our champion of the last word, Cullen, for Sleep Theory. Congratulations.
Hey, look,
I'm done. I came to win. Oh my gosh. That was smooth. And then you'll see in the
Literally
replay.
all around.
You will see in the replay Cullen's eyes darting from poster to poster. That's why he mentioned Red Light King. Like, yeah.
That's why you said that, and I was like, "Where did he get?"
Yeah, he got it from right over there.
I'm like, where's he pulling these from? He doesn't know these
Literally
bands.
just from that poster.
Yeah.
He named 5 bands
Yes,
just from that
he went
poster.
down from there, and you can see it in his eyes every single time. It was great. All right, so again, Sleep Theory is performing tonight, 191 Tool, but they're performing next on Rock 102.1 KFMA. You can join us on the podcast broadcast to see the live performance, or just keep listening. It's Rock 102.1. Clear. All right.
That was going to be one of my questions. Who's the most competitive in the band? I now know.
All right. We're going to get you guys all set up here. And as we're getting ready for your live performance in studio, I'm going to play another way of this is from the Beale Street Music Festival, a live performance that you have on YouTube. So just to kind of get people.
Well, actually, the funny part is it's still the actual song.
Oh, that's what you're going to play?
No, it's the actual song that's on there. It says live, but it's just running around on stage live.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's all right. We're gonna play a name. Well, so this is not a live performance?
It is a live performance, but the audio isn't live.
Okay, I wonder if it'll get me flagged. I don't care though. Do you have a live performance on here?
We do, actually, yeah, but it's like from someone's phone. Like,
yeah, no, fuck that. We're gonna play this, and yeah, we'll rock with this. I think we're gonna be fine on the.
I mean, off with live vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're gonna play this real quick and get you all situated. So we'll have a live in-studio performance of Sleep Theory right after this. So keep it right here on the podcast broadcast.
But this song right here is what put us on the map and what is now making us try to put Memphis back on the map. This song is called Another Way. If you know the lyrics, sing it. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I lay the past to rest and forget your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same, and I remember the words. I can feel it when you come around. You can say it loud but never make a sound. Even with a look, I know it's going down. Save us both some time and just say it. You never let me know when something changed. You made a fool of me and I'm to blame for thinking things could ever be the same when you're already done. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I lay the past to rest and forget your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same, and I remember the words you never had to say. You let me think that we were okay, even though you knew that it was too late. I guess you knew that I'd get in the way if you'd ever come out and just say it. Looking at me like I'm a reason to leave, like I'm not anything. Listen to me, I'm not about to believe that I lost everything. goes up in flames. I'll lay the past to rest and forget your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same. And I remember the words you never had to say. If there's no hope, if there's nothing here to save, I'll stand alone without you. I'll find another way. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I'll lay the past to rest and forget your name. When the bottom falls, my heart does the same. And I remember the words you never had to say.
You hear those pipes? Yeah, you hear those pipes. That's Cullen and Sleep Theory right here, Rock 1 2.1, and we're getting ready for a live in-studio performance. I'm very excited about this. Let me add this camera as well. Go sideways with it, there, weirdo. There you go. So we go full screen. And let's see. So we got about 2.5 minutes of Linkin Park's Faint before we go live on the air. You want to do this live on the air? Do you have 2 songs in your repertoire that you could perform for us?
Yeah, we could do Numb and Another Way. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do. Well, then let's do that. Let's. Yeah, you want to clear out your pipes? You good?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, look at
I'm
you.
good.
No warm up. That's a young man's game, is what you're doing. All right.
It's dicey. Yeah.
So this first song is going to be the song that we played on the radio. Numb.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. And it's the acoustic version from Sleep Theory. So let's get right into it. Take it away.
Looking in the eyes of a broken dream, another new torn at the seams. I don't know if it's all been me, someone else pulling at my strings, living every day like it's on repeat. Another played out dead end routine, stuck in place as the walls close in, plotting out my escape again. Crawling my way from a prison cell, no one can save me but myself. I know there's something more that I'm missing. Staring right into the sun, looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's growing numb. Heart's growing numb. Losing my place when I gave it all, pushing my back up against the wall. When it takes everything to survive, it's hard enough just to feel alive. Every new scar that I try to hide, I need a way out, but I'm out of time. I know there's something holding me here at the bottom. Staring right into the sun, looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's going numb. Heart's going numb. Hues quickly changing my eyes. Kaleidoscope visions invade my mind, leaving perception behind. Going blind now, turn the lights out. I know there's something more that I'm missing. into the sun. Looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's going numb. Staring right into the sun. Looking for the ending before it's begun. I just need a reason to bleed. It feels like my heart's going numb. Heart's going numb.
Yeah, it's a live in-studio performance from Sleep Therapy. Who's performing tonight? Sleep Theory. So who's performing tonight at 191 Tool? We're going to do another in-studio acoustic performance here on the podcast broadcast stream. You can join us, youtube.com/bfegan. But don't forget, tonight, 191 Tool, Set It Off. They're performing together. So Sleep Theory, Set It Off. Doors open, I think it's 7. What's some of the details on that, weirdo? 7 o'clock and...
Doors are 5:30, shows at 6:30.
Oh,
all
nice.
ages.
Nice. That's good news, actually, because it's a Monday night show. So you got a nice early show, get to hit the road, all that good stuff. So what's the name of the song that we're going to be performing on the podcast broadcast?
Another Way.
Another Way. So if you want to hear that bonus track, you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll wrap things up with your beef tip after these words. It's Rock 1 2.1. Excellent. Yeah, it's sounding fantastic.
Thank you. A few squeaks here and there.
Yeah, you know, it's first thing in the morning and stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to get to a point, I know this for a fact, too. You're going to get to a point where before you get ready, you're going to do all these vocal exercises and warm-ups right now. You're just a natural, right? You got those pipes and stuff, but you don't want to damage. You don't want to end up sounding like me, you know? So to go through all those exercises and stuff, that's, again, as you get older, you turn 30, then you'll realize, like, oh, I have to do this, and this before I could do that. But you're sounding great.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, okay, the name of this song again?
Another Way.
Another Way. Okay. And this is going to be off the EP that's going to be released a month from today?
Yeah. It was our first song that we released.
Oh, nice. Yeah. This is a song that started building up all that buzz. And and it got you on the tour, just catapult you on the tour with Shinedown and everything else. So
yes, sir.
I love it. Well, let's get into it. Live acoustic performance, Sleep Theory with Another Way.
I can feel it when you come around. You can say a lot but never make a sound. Even with a look, I know it's going down. Save us for some time and just say it. You never let me know when something changed. You made a fool of me and I'm to blame for thinking things could ever be the same when you're already done. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I'll lay the past to rest and forget your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same, and I remember the words you never had to say. You let me think that we were okay, even though you knew that it was too late. I guess you knew that I'd get in the way if you'd ever come out and just say it. Looking at me like I'm a reason to leave, like I'm in anything. Listen to me, I'm not about to believe that I lost everything. If it's the end, you better know it's the end. Made me a casualty, cause once you leave, you're dead to me. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I'll lay the past to rest, never get your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same, and I remember the words you never had to say. If there's no more hope, Even with a look, I know it's going down. Say what's for some time and just say it. So when the bottom falls and goes up in flames, I'll lay the past to rest and forget your name. So when the bottom falls, my heart does the same, and I remember the words you never had to say.
Woo! Beautiful Sleep Theory right here, Rock 102.1 on the podcast broadcast. Excellent job, guys. That's fantastic. And now we're gonna celebrate with a pizza party. Is that
Let's
Pizza
do
Pat
it.
right there? Pizza Pat, get your ass in here.
He's lurking.
Yes, sir.
He's lurking. This is my boy
Yes,
Pizza
sir.
Pat. He heard you guys are coming in and wanted to welcome you to Tucson the
Man,
right
thank
way by feeding you guys. Yes. And
Possibly.
Yes, sir. Yes,
See how the
sir.
day goes at the shop.
Yeah. Slinging all those
Awesome.
pies. Let's get those microphones in your face again. We're going to wrap things up on the FM side here in about a minute. And that was fantastic. And I'll be able to also mix that down and throw it up, these clips on the interweb. So you have some more live performances that you can showcase. It's going to be good. And then what kind of pizza you get for him? Pizza Pat?
I assume the classic Pep.
Yeah, the classic pep. So the cup of pepperoni. In fact, actually, open this. Open it up. Let's show it off here. Right
Let's show off the thing I can't eat.
yeah, and people on the stream, they're loving it up. Yeah. Show them where you still got your cell phone.
Water.
Yeah,
Pizza Pat.
Pizza Pat. He comes correct. Did you bring that hot honey, Pizza Pat?
Bring the hot honey.
Oh, did not bring the hot honey. Yeah. If you want a carbo load before the show, it's always good. But yeah, see, yeah.
Just take a screenshot of that of just pizza and it just says Sleep Theory Live. Just use that as your guys' profile pic now.
Right.
Yeah. All right, we got about 20 seconds. We're on air and we're gonna wrap things up, reminding people to come out and show some love for Pizza Pat for coming through with the pizza pie, which is fresh and that smells good. You a pizza guy? Yeah. So
He's drooling.
Yeah. Well, look, I know my boys are on the road, and when you're a touring band in a van, you guys are scraping by. Sometimes it's PB&J, sometimes it's nothing.
Right.
That's just how it is. Your truck stop living. So to get some good quality food is always, a good thing. And I welcome you guys to Tucson with the help of Pizza Pat Squared Up Pizza with some of the delicious pepperoni Sicilian pie. So it is some of the best pizza in town, and now it's making me hungry too. I smell it. I'm like, son of a bitch. But again, Sleep Theory is performing tonight. That's at 191 Tool. It's an early show, Monday. So the doors open at
Doors are 5:30, shows at 6:30. It is an all ages show. My 19-year-old will be there, so checking you guys out. She's real excited.
Yeah,
awesome,
absolutely. And you guys got this EP that's going to be dropping in a month. So I encourage everybody, if you're digging the music today, and I know you were, to make sure that you follow Sleep Theory on socials and add them on all your music platforms. For social media, the handle's what?
Sleep Theory Official on Instagram. Sleep Theory Band on TikTok, and Sleep Theory. You just search Sleep Theory on Facebook, and we should pop up.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's only us.
When you put in Sleep Theory on Google, it's all kinds of articles on how to sleep better, just to let you know.
People have theories about sleep, for sure.
Yeah.
What was the reason why you came up with the name Sleep Theory?
It was we just Googled, and
just
we
Google.
were trying to figure out a name for like 2 years. And then one of the guys, they brought up, have we thought about scientific names? And so I went to Google, typed in scientific words, a list of 500 scientific words popped up. You had a column on this side, a column on that side, and it's had REM sleep on one side after word, REM sleep. And then the other side, it had theory. And then everything else is blurred out. And I just saw REM sleep theory. We're like, take the rim off.
This sounds make this too official.
Good,
dude. It works. I love it, dude. Well, Sleep Theory set it off, performing tonight, co-headlining at 191 Tool. So make sure you guys get those tickets. And I know Tucson's a walk-up town, so I'm sure, tickets will be available at the door as well. But get there early, and then you'll be able to sleep early, too, which is a big deal. All right. Before we wrap things up, I do want to give you a beef tip, and I'm kind of going in between here. You know what? I'm going to give you quick 6 tips that Tom Brady's mental fitness coach gives Tom Brady. So if anyone's mentally fit, Tom Brady, man, right? These are the tips. He just wrote a book that's out this month called Stay Sane in an Insane World. And these are the takeaways. Okay. 1, discover the power of breathing. It sounds simple, but you start with deep, slow breaths, hold them in, then you exhale. This lets go of all your stress and anxiety. 2, identify what's working and what's not. All right. Number 3, give 100% of the time. Oh yeah. That's a very Tom Brady quote. 3 or 4, master yourself. I read that wrong at first and almost got kicked out of the studio. Number 5, decide to change. If you realize that you're slipping, you got to make that decision to change. And number 6, take away from basically being mentally fit. Realize it's perfectly okay to not be perfect. So give 100% always, but never expect perfection. And remind yourself that your job is to do what you do and not who you are. And that's what he said. He even told Tom Brady. Tom Brady took that and won, 6, 7?
Why do you look at me?
7, yeah. 7 rings. Yeah. I think it worked out for him.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to thank again our in-studio guest, Sleep Theory. Thank you so much. Best of luck on the road. And we hope to see you again when you return to Tucson, hopefully sometime soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having us.
Of course. All right. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later.
The beef.
There it is.
Will come and end to all
right,
your
guys.
grief.
Thank you so much for watching the stream. As always, catch you on the flip side.
Kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Remember to master yourself.
Yes.